Hello and welcome back to chapter 7, lecture number 20. So in the previous lecture we started to make the main structure and the main roof, and we'll continue to work on that. First I want to continue to work on the roof because we need to shape it a bit more. You can see the left side is curved but the right one is not curved, and same for this one. So let's make these adjustments before we continue. So we go to the side view and we need to do some fixing. So I'll try to measure that. Yeah, just a bit more, GY. And same for these, GY. As good as you can. And I like to select the top part and press O, G. And I want to find a better balance. Maybe a bit bigger. I want to stretch it a little bit. So that's great. And again, we keep working on these shapes, but for now we have sort of a basic shape, and that's fine. Now I want to focus on the main structure, and let's continue to work on the side walls. I like to select these faces, and we're going to extrude it. So press E. And E again, and we're going to select these faces and we extrude this backwards, something like that, and then we just add an edge line and go press 3 and we continue, something like this, and then the bottom part. So what we're doing is we work on the ruined area. So again, like this, and you need to have some imagination for this. Otherwise it can be a sort of challenge. And extrude it, and we continue. This is just an out of the blue shape, but I'm quite sure this will look nice. And extrude it. Because it's, if you want to work with sort of a sample, turn off proportional editing, it's hard to find, so sometimes you just need to have some freedom in the mind. So we continue to edit this area. So go to the edge selection mode, and we're going to make some changes, and we lower these. And what you want to achieve is making a sort of a ruined shape. And this is just a rough block out, and we're going to add a displacement, of course. But yeah, we need to have, if the basic shape is not looking rough, then a displacement won't do anything pretty well, won't do anything well. So yeah, we have to do it ourselves. And GY, and trying to just remove these good looking shapes. Maybe we want to add an edge line over there as well. G. And what's maybe even more important is when we look at it, we have a sort of a, let's enable the towers. Where are our towers? Oh, these are over there. Let's move these. So these are going to be right there. So if we're going to add another wall, you want to see the background. All right. Yeah, just I have to focus to make this look good. Otherwise, when we're going to add displacements, there's not a lot of freedom anymore. So we can add an edge line right there, and these. You can think about what happened with your castle. So maybe there was a battle or like an accident. Most of the ruins we have here in the Netherlands were just ruined by a battle. But you have to think about background story. That helps a little bit about the sort of shape we add on the mesh. Otherwise, it's just what happened with this castle. Okay, it's ruined, but why? So it's maybe a little bit thick, but that's no big deal. We focus on the other part, and we will do sort of the same. Press 3. It's a thick wall as well. And we're going to extrude this. And again. And take your time for this. You don't need to rush. And that's not to make it myself too easy. But rushing is, I already mentioned in previous chapters and lectures, it's the worst thing what can happen is that you want to just hurry. If you feel like you have to hurry, maybe you have to take a break. But that, because it's not good to rush your work. As you can see, I just try to add more randomness in it and extrude this. And we continue. Add some details. Yeah. Just thinking about how to continue. Maybe we just have to select that one again. Yes. I want to add sort of a... This is not the best to do, but we have to do something. We'll merge when we do remesh. All right. And we continue. But these needs to be extruded. All right. So same as the other wall, we go to the edge mode, and we start at random deformations. Oh, that's maybe too much. That one looks good. GX. And maybe that one. And this area. Oh. It's hard when you change position from the other wall. You start pushing the wrong buttons because you still feel like you're in the same angle, but we're not. All right, there you go. I think this is going to look awesome, really. Not quite sure, so I cannot promise you. So we have sort of oh, what's going on with that one? It's probably a mismatch on that one. Not quite sure what will happen with that one, but we need to have some deformation on this side, of course, and add an extra edge line. And that one, and of course yours will look different than the creation that I make, but that's no problem. Just try to follow my actions and try to integrate this as good as you can in your own model. I think that looks cool. We have this position, and I want to have a bit more visibility. Press O in this area. So I'm trying to move that. GX. This. Go to the vertice selection mode. That's kind of hard. But alright, so this aber we will add a sort of a gate right there. So we're going to add a door and sort of shooting holes. But that's for the next lecture. So we have to add holes and we have to remesh it. and we have to make it a separated object because we won't remesh all of it. Alright, see you next lecture. Bye bye.